are live. Welcome back, guys, to the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, joined with Terry Edelman. Sorry, I had a mind stupid. It's Monday. No, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Yeah, it's been a long week. I'm ready for the weekend. Joined here with Terry Edelman. We got a one World Series game that we're going to go ahead and look at. We've got our we got an NBA slate, about 5 games worth, and then we get an NHL slate. I believe it's 9 games. 9-game NHL slate. Sounds about right. I typed them up. I should know.
That's fine.
Yep, sounds good. And we'll go ahead and go over all that stuff. But before we do that and jump into all that, I'll quickly look back at yesterday, and then I'll send it over to Terry for a minute to talk about how he's been doing. Yesterday, even though it looked like it was going to be a very ugly day, I ended up being profitable in the NBA. First of all, Spurs. They forgot to show up against a 1-6 Indiana Pacers team that's not particularly good. They lost by 13. First loss of the night. Did get the under, though, in that Portland-Philadelphia game. That one finished at 206. Oh, no, 216. It was a really close one. Washington almost covered. They lost by 7, so they missed covering by 2 points, essentially. I thought my Chicago bet was a goner, and then they proceeded to outscore the Celtics 39-11 in that fourth quarter. They won by 14. Nice win there. I was on the Denver Nuggets last night against Memphis. Didn't work out. Denver lost by 9. Had the under in that Orlando-Minnesota game. Little did I know that Orlando, a 9-point favorite, was going to win straight up yesterday by 12 points. A little bit crazy there. Orlando covered by 26.5 points. And then the final game, I had the under in the Clipper and OKC game, and that one was a very easy winner, especially after 37 points in the first quarter. I turned off the game after that and went, my night's over. We're good. So I ended up being a 4-3 night, ended up being a little bit profitable, so that kind of works. Small slate today, only 5 games. I'll have 3 plays. But Terry, how has hockey been for you lately?
It's been okay, I guess. Yesterday,
that was a bad question, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yesterday, I kind of went with some player props, which kind of bit me in the butt. I went with Ovechkin to score and Ovechkin over a half a power play point. I just felt that if Washington was going to win yesterday, which I also was on Washington and they lost, if Washington was going to win yesterday, Ovechkin was going to score a power play something, and 99% of the time it's a goal. So 0-3 there, but Edmonton won by 2 for me, so that helped. But yeah, it wasn't the best night yesterday, but today's card looks good. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Hey, there's always the next day, so always a good time to make some money. Just finishing sharing out now to the Discord, and then we're good to go. Yeah, so we should have a good day. We'll go over to the chat, and then we'll head over to that morning, the World Series game. Okay, we're good. Supness from Lex Steele. We're good to go, and we can start the show now. 1 hour later in SpongeBob voice. Thank you, Carlos. We were getting some numbers together, so it worked. Man, another good day for this guy. Omar's been on fire. Let's just. I'm going to mention that he's been on fire. Chiefs under, yes. Magic under, yes. Grizzlies -2, yes. Clippers under, yes. Bulls, Hawks, Cavs over, yes. Really good run for this guy. He's brought me like pages of this. Like he'll post these plays. Like he'll post his plays today, and then he'll copy it and put it in the chat tomorrow, and it'll be like 6-1. This guy's been on fire, I'll say. Good work, Omar. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Terry. Let's get it. That under 1.5 first third was money in caps. First period. Hey, there you go. Yeah, that did cash. It was 1-0. I believe I remember hearing that one from Nick, because I believe somebody scored within the first minute and 50 seconds or whatever. Yeah, they scored really quickly. Yeah, and then he's like, shoot, well, now I have to sweat out 18 minutes, and nothing happened. So he was happy about that one. We'll go ahead and look at some MLB for today. We'll get it start off with the World Series game, Game 6 back in Houston. 3-2. Atlanta is leading the series. We get Max Fried on the mound for Atlanta. Luis Garcia on the mound for Houston. I know I really don't have any. I really haven't been betting the World Series because I just haven't really been doing well in baseball playoffs, and I know when to stop. So I decided to just not really bet any more games. What about you in this one?
I'm going to go Atlanta money line plus 110. A half a unit though, so not a huge play. I don't know. I like to cheer for the underdog when my team is gone, which is the Blue Jays, and then Minnesota Twins is like my second team there. But with both of them gone, I've been kind of cheering for the underdog. Houston still has that. I still look at Houston as the Houston Cheaters. I know it's been a few years, and I know the coaches have left, and there's different players and stuff, but that whole thing will always kind of just be there with them. So I'm rooting for the Braves. It is going to be a tough game. Fried versus Garcia. Both of them have struggled so far in the playoffs. But half might be done not too well in the playoffs so far. So, but I'm going with Atlanta money line plus 110. I think they get the job done and win it on away field. Most teams would like to win it at home, but
yeah,
I think there's less pressure on the road. Like there's less pressure for Atlanta right now on the road. I think there's a lot more pressure for Houston at home.
There's a lot more pressure for Houston in general because they have to win 2 straight games or 3 straight games in that nature. But I feel like with this one, for me, if anything, it's a over 8.5 or nothing in this spot. I just think that if anything, you're going to see some offense, especially from Houston, especially at home. And maybe if Atlanta can get a couple of runs, I think that could be enough. It would be a lean towards Houston for me in this one as well. I know Nick has his Houston Astros to win the World Series future, so we've been on that Houston side for the series. But we'll see what goes on today. And I know Nick texted me for if it gets to it tomorrow, we may have a watch along for Game 7 of the World Series. If it gets to it, so if Houston wins tonight, we might be doing a watch along tomorrow night for Game 7 of the World Series. But for tonight, I'll be on Houston because I want to do that. But and the over. But I know a lot of people are going to be on Atlanta, and I understand. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes on, and either way, it should be a good game tonight. Go back to the chat. Lex thinks it goes to 7 games. Sounds about right. CSN says, good morning. Good morning, Ryan. Astros win, but Braves win Game 7. I can see that. How's it going, guys? Hit them like. Yeah, thanks, Fernando. It's going good. It's going good. Hopefully, you can have a good day. We'll go ahead and run through the NBA games real quick because I know Terry doesn't have anything on them. So I'll go run through these games. I have 3 plays on today's slate. Normally on 5-game slates, I have plays on all 5 games. It didn't work out that way today. This slate is kind of ugly. So I'll just say that straight up. I think this slate's just a little bit ugly. But we'll go ahead and start looking at them. We'll start in this one. We get the Milwaukee Bucks and the Detroit Pistons in this game. Milwaukee's actually down to a 4-point favorite in this game now. Total of 211, actually 210.5, wherever you can get it on your book. What did I get it at? Because I know I bet this one. I got it at 212. I went with the under in this game. Detroit is one of the worst offensive teams in the league. They are the worst offensive team in the league. They're averaging 96 points a game, which is dead last in the league. On the other side, Milwaukee is still kind of beat up. In terms of let's go ahead and yeah, they're still kind of oh wow, yeah, they're really beat up. That's why the line moved. Chris Middleton will be out due to NBA health and safety protocols, will not play. Giannis is probable with a knee injury. Drew Holiday remains out for today. Brooke Lopez remains out for today. Dante DiVincenzo is out. Grayson Allen is probable. This Milwaukee team is beat up. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Detroit win this game straight up. There is the thing is you're getting a lot of bench players starting now for Milwaukee, and that's a little bit troubling. But I'm still going to stick with my play of the under. With all the bench players starting from Milwaukee and Detroit can't really shoot the ball in general, I'm going with the under in this game. I think that's a solid spot. I think I would take it all the way down to minus 107, 106. I do not think this game's going to be high scoring. I do not think either team gets into the hundreds tonight, so I'm going to go under in this one. Pull up this one. Under Detroit, yes. Yeah, 100%. Me and Lex are on the same page on that one. That's good. I might be on a different page on this one. We get the Dallas Mavericks and the Miami Heat in this game. The Heat are 2.5-point favorites, total of 210 in this game. Kristaps Porzingis remains questionable with a back injury. Bam Adebayo is questionable with a knee injury. So both big men are questionable in today's game. I'm going Dallas. The plus 2.5 and on the money line. I just think that this is a good spot for them. I'm aware that Miami is 5-1 this year. Their only loss was a overtime loss, and they didn't have Kyle Lowry in that game, whatever with that one. But I feel like this is a good spot for Dallas. They've been playing a little bit better lately. If you take out that Denver game, they've won 4 out of their last 5 games. Their one loss, obviously, that Denver lost by 31 points. You could take that one out. I just think this could be a good Dallas spot. They've been playing a lot better lately. Luka's been really shooting well. So I do think this is a good spot for Dallas in this game. So I'm going to grab them plus 2.5 and on the money line for this one. What's up? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button. People show some appreciation. Share and subscribe. Yes. Detroit under, Dallas plus and under. I can see the under in that game too. The thing is, a lot of games have gone under this year. A lot of games. The Heat are going to torch Dallas. Hey, honestly, it could happen. I'm on the Dallas side. I feel like there's value there. You're going under here too. Hey, that's fine. I don't mind unders in the NBA right now, especially with how low scoring the NBA has been. This seems like really big under year. I think we looked it up, and unders are hitting at like 64, 65% if games don't go into overtime. So it's been a lot of unders this year. But we'll go ahead and move on. I mentioned how I have 3 plays. They're all from the first 3 games. We get Sacramento and Utah in this one. Utah is a 9-point favorite, total of 222 in this game. I'm on Utah. These two teams played earlier on in the year, and Utah won by 9. And that was in Sacramento. This one is in Utah. I can honestly see them winning by 14, 15, possibly even like 20 points in this game. Utah is just overall a better team. Yes, I've been high on Sacramento all year. They're a very scrappy team. I love De'Aaron Fox, Barnes, Halliburton. This team has just been overall solid. They're 3-3 this year. But this Utah team, they're 5-1 to start off. Their only loss was to Chicago. Not a bad loss. Chicago is also, I think, 6-1 at this point. So not a bad loss there. Utah, I feel like, is one of my they're my top 3 to win the West. If not, they're probably my number 2 to win the West. I'm still higher, a little bit higher on Denver, especially when they get Jamal Murray back. But I do think Utah has a good shot at winning the West. I'm on them -9 today. I think that's just the better spot in this one. You like the under in Miami? Fine. Yeah, I don't mind under. If people can tell me unders, that's fine. Unders are perfectly fine and everything. Under, yes. Under, yes. The fact, because unders have been just hitting so often, so it makes sense. You've also teased my under 3 to 5 points because that's fine. Which is under nice. That's not bad of a line to get an under at. So that sounds good to me on that one. Just be careful. I will say, be careful with that Utah-Sacramento game. It opened up at 219, has gone up to 221. So people are betting the under like crazy on that one to the point where it's gone up. People have been betting the over. So be careful with that one. Other than that, all the other ones should be fine. 2 more games, and then we'll jump into some hockey so Terry can share his knowledge. We get the New Orleans Pelicans and the Phoenix Suns. Suns are an 11-point favorite in this, or 11.5-point favorite in this game. Total of 215. I did not bet these last 2 games. If I did, this one's a lean towards New Orleans at plus 11.5. Yes, I realize New Orleans is 1-6 this year, but they're covering 4 out of their 7 games. On the other side, Phoenix has been off to a rough start. 2-3 starts of the year, 1-4 against the spread. The only time that they covered a spread was against the Lakers. Not an impressive win. So looking at it, it's New Orleans or nothing for me in this one at plus 11.5. I just think it's way too many points. And we've seen Phoenix be favored by double digits like a couple of times. They didn't cover against Phoenix. They didn't cover against Cleveland. They lost straight up against Sacramento. This Phoenix team has just been really concerning. I mean, this could honestly be a bounce back spot for them where they win by 20 tonight, but I would be leaning towards New Orleans in this game at the plus 11.5. That's a lot of points. Back to the chat, and then put play scrolling on the bottom. Yes, there we go. I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. Last game, under 2. Yeah, there you go. Phoenix team total under 114. I don't mind that. I really don't. I think that's a decent spot. I don't know. I like a lot of unders. It kind of works. And speaking of unders, we get the Houston Rockets and the Los Angeles Lakers. Rockets, one of the teams in the league that have not gone over this year. They are 0-6 to the under. But this one's a 10-point spread. Total of 217. Rockets 1-5 this year, 3-3 against the spread. Lakers 4-3 this year, 2-5 against the spread. I feel like this is another spot where I would want to take Houston plus the points. Lakers have not been covering this year, and I don't really think it changes. We've seen this matchup before in the same location where on Halloween, so 2 nights ago, Lakers won by 10. And it went way under the total, 95-85. I can honestly see something similar tonight. I think I would grab Houston plus the points before I'd even come close to grabbing the Lakers, and I would lean towards the under. I think this one goes way under as well. But for the last 2 games, they just were not games that I went and bet on. Just the first 3. But that's all the NBA games. We do have a 9-game NHL slate. And Terry gets to really go on. Today is a good slate on UEFA champion. That sounds like soccer. I'm pretty sure that's soccer. I don't really bet soccer. The problem with soccer, and I don't know, Terry, if you agree with this, there's too many leagues for me to follow. There's like a league for every country. Then there's Premier League. There's just so many different leagues that I think it's just way too much to follow.
I followed a little bit of MLS, but that's it. Like Major League Soccer. That's all I really looked at.
Yeah, I remember during baseball season, when it was slower, I was trying to find another sport to try to look at. And I was trying to start to look at MLS to see if I could do something with totals, see if I could try to work something out with that. And it's too much for me to try to figure out. I'm not a soccer person. I'm not going to go and put money on soccer stuff. So even though my best DraftKings winner was from a Premier League where I won $1,500 on a slate, but I'm not a soccer person, so I really can't do that. But Houston on back-to-back and traveling. And they're against the Lakers. I don't know. My 3 NBA plays. Detroit team total under, yes. Miami under, Philly under if you want to add those to the scroller. Not really. 76ers covered. See, okay, I'll go over this real quick, and then we'll move on from basketball. This is why I bet lines early, and even with it, stick to your numbers. A lot of people, it opened up at Sixers -5. Joel Embiid got ruled out. It moved down to 2. A lot of overreactions. I saw a lot of people go to the Portland side. I said, no, do not go to the Portland side. If you bet the 76ers early at -5, they're still going to cover tonight. And they end up winning by 12 points. So Philadelphia, this is what I mean. Stick to your numbers. Yes, sometimes it will go against you. Most of the time, it'll work out for you. Bet your numbers early. That's what I do. I like betting my numbers early. And even if there's player injuries, I don't care. I really don't. And there you go. That's a good point. I appreciate that, Tarek. You got tennis plays. Good luck on tennis. That's something I never got into. Yeah, you said 76ers too. I said 76ers at the -5. I was all right with that. I had the under in that game, so that worked out for me. But I said 76ers at -5 was going to cover, and it did. You're welcome. We'll go ahead and move on. We get some hockey to talk about for Terry. We get to start off in Toronto. Toronto Maple Leafs hosting the Vegas Golden Knights. Toronto pretty much close to a 190 favorite in this game. A total of 5.5. Vegas 4-4 start to the year. Toronto 4-4-1. Where are you looking at this game?
Well, Vegas is adding their 12th player to the injury list. Their number 2 center, William Karlsson. So Vegas's forward group is really, really thin. They have been playing well. I'll give them that. They are heading to Toronto. They've never won in Toronto. Toronto's 3-0-0 lifetime versus Vegas. 2 of the 3 games did go to overtime, with Toronto being victorious. The way things are going right now, I would want to bet Toronto, but the money line is -196, right? So you can't really bet that. But I'm going to have Toronto in some parlays that I'm doing. Toronto money. I'll have the money line in parlays. I wouldn't recommend the regulation as they've gone to overtime. Vegas is also playing well. So for me, it's maybe even the draw. If you really wanted to play something in this game, I would maybe look at the draw. But I do believe Toronto is going to win. I just don't know if they're going to. I don't think they're going to win in regulation. So it's kind of no official play for me in this game. But I will, like I said, have Toronto money line in some parlays.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense, yeah. If it got up to that line, if you like Toronto, I think you have to go puck line or in regulation. But yeah, I don't know if I could back a Vegas team that's heavily injured. The Vegas Golden Knights kind of remind me of the Mets. Half their team's injured the entire year. So kind of makes sense. Can't trust Toronto at -200 though. Taking a shot, Vegas money line.
See, I really don't think Vegas is going to win, so I can't. I couldn't bet Vegas money line just because I don't think it's going to happen.
That's fair. Knicks killed you. Hey, I was honestly staring down that line. That was one of the games I did not bet on, and I was staring down that Toronto line because I just thought that's a lot of points. I did not expect them to win straight up, but I was happy about 76ers covered them. I picked them before the injury report. Hey, sometimes the injury report means nothing. Honestly, it's all about the numbers. All about the numbers. But what has Toronto shown us for this season? No, they haven't shown us anything. That's why you That's why you don't have to bet the games. You don't just because they're on doesn't mean you have to bet them. There's other games to bet on, like this one. You get the Detroit Pistons in Montreal taking on the Canadiens, the Habitants. The Detroit Pistons are 4-3-2 this year.
Red
what
Wings.
happened?
Detroit Red Wings. You said Pistons twice.
Damn it. Okay, but in all honesty, hold on. Detroit Pistons are playing today too. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's going to
Red Wings.
Red Wings. I'm sorry. I see Detroit. My mind's not made for hockey. It's made for basketball. I see Detroit. It's the Pistons. Red Wings. Montreal. Detroit Red Wings and the Montreal Habitants. Red Wings are 4-3-2 this year. Montreal 2-8. Montreal is a 140 favorite in this game. Total of 5.5. Where are you looking in this game? Looking at the Pistons?
No, well, not officially. So no official play in this game for me. It's kind of tough with the numbers. It's kind of tough with how the odds are in today's card. Like I said, I am gonna have bets and parlays. I know you guys aren't really big on parlays, but just the way the numbers are right now, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough to bet these games singly. So I find putting them in parlays would be better. I will be on Detroit plus 1.5, just not a single bet. Detroit has played better than Montreal this year. I think that's fair to say. But they won't have Tyler Bertuzzi because they are going to Canada. So every time they go to Canada, they won't have Bertuzzi on the first line. So that will affect them. But they're playing Montreal, and Montreal is just bad. So for me, if someone put a gun to my head and said, you're betting on this game, I would go Detroit money line if I had to give out a play. But this is another tough game. I lean Detroit, but I won't officially be on their money line.
That's fair. Go back to the chat. Habitons here. No Bertuzzi for Red Wings. LOL. I know it's Earle. Yes. I want to see the Piston take on the Habs. Yeah, that would be a fun game. We either get to see basketball on ice or guys attempt to skate on hardwood. So either way, it would be fun to watch. That would be fun to watch. Detroit puck line.
That's the plus 1.5?
Probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have in some parlays, but you can't really bet it singly because the odds are
way high, yeah.
Minus 200. Unless he means alternative puck line, Detroit minus 1.5. That's a big
He could be. I doubt it, though. Bertuzzi has proven this year he's not a team player. Yeah. Tim, did you win a contest last night or lose one? I believe I'm still in the top 2 for Dapper Capper. I made the top 5 in the hockey contest. Wow. Yeah. I steal Nick's plays, or I bet the Buffalo Sabres when they're playing. So
was Nick in that contest?
Nick doesn't really enter many contests. I do it for the fun of it. I won a football contest on Picks and Parleys this weekend. And I didn't realize I won it. And then I came out a runner-up in last Woody Standing that ended a couple days ago. So I've been pretty consistent on contests. So Detroit plus 1 in reg or plus 1.5 in OT. Is that a question or is that that's what you're saying? That's what the puck line is. Got it. That's fine. We'll go ahead and move on. We get to go to one of the best teams in the league, taking on Philadelphia. We get the Arizona Coyotes in Philadelphia taking on the Flyers. Coyotes, a solid 0 wins, 8 losses, 0-8-0-1 record, 4-2-0-1 for Philadelphia. Philadelphia is around a minus, according to covers, that's all close to a 250 now. Total of 5.5. Do Arizona finally get their first win of the season? No. Okay.
Philadelphia in regulation minus 140 for me. This is one of the games I'm going against previous matchup history. Arizona has been successful in Philadelphia, going 3-1-1 in their last 5 games. But that was 2019 and earlier, and this team has definitely changed a lot in the last 2 years, mainly shipping off all their best players for bums. So like I said, Arizona is 3-1-1 in their last 5 to Philadelphia. 4 of the 5 did go over 5.5, so they have usually been high-scoring games, and 2 of the 5 went to overtime. Um, in my mind, though, Philadelphia is a way better team than Arizona. But Arizona has been showing that they can keep close in games, in some, like recently, and depending on their goaltender, which is Vejmelka, is unconfirmed. If it's not Vejmelka, then Philly puck line, Philly -2.5. But this Vejmelka kid seems to be playing well and somewhat keeping the Coyotes in it. So I'm playing it safe with Philly in regulation. I see them getting the win. It could be a close game, or they could blow them out. But Philly in regulation for me.
Yeah, it would kind of be hard to back a team that hasn't won a game this season. Until they start winning them, it makes sense. The Arizona Coyotes win this one, upset. Oh wow, okay, Carlos, that's a move. Flyers team total over 3. Nope. Philadelphia puck line +115. Fair enough. Hey, good luck to the Coyotes. Hopefully they get a win soon. That's kind of embarrassing that they haven't won one yet. So we'll go ahead and move on. We get the Ottawa Senators in Minnesota taking on the Wild. Wild are -220 favorites in this game, total of 5.5. Ottawa off to a 3-5 start. Minnesota 5-3. They've lost their last 3. Nope, they haven't lost their last 3. They've lost 3 out of 4. But I'm guessing you're going Ottawa in this one. What are you thinking?
No. So the Wild have not played their best this year, and they have a 5-3 record. It might be the teams they're facing, but I've been waiting for them to have that game where they blow out their opponent, and I think this is the spot finally. The Wild are 4-1 in their last 5 home games versus Ottawa, winning the last 4 straight. All 4 of them they won by 2 or more goals. So they have smashed Ottawa in Minnesota. I think this is exactly what Minnesota needs. They've had a few days off. They're getting Ottawa on a back-to-back in Minnesota after facing Chicago last night. If Minnesota's going to cover a puck line, this is going to be it. So for me, Minnesota in regulation -140 and Minnesota on the puck line +110. This is the game. This is the game.
Okay. That's fair. I'm looking at covers, and it does say that Minnesota is 0-8 on the puck line this year. So, well, we'll see.
Well, they've been favored in every game.
Yeah,
except Colorado. They were favored in every game except one.
Well, that's what I mean. They're on the puck line. They have not won a game by 2 yet. So,
yeah.
Terry, show off that Wild jersey you got. Yeah, there it is. Nick got one too. It's somewhere over there. I don't know where it is. Knicks, Minnesota, Boston, Clippers, Portland all let you down last night. Even without Joel Embiid on Philadelphia. I will say, didn't bet the Knicks game. I had the under. I was on Chicago. I was not on the Clippers. I don't know why you would want to be on the Clippers -9. Or it was 11 last night, -11. Portland, no. Even with Joel Embiid out, I still liked Sixers last night because Portland was on the second leg of a back-to-back. One sucked really good. WDD, Atlanta, Indy, and the Cavs under. Yeah, you just had a rough day. It's fine. You had one job, pulls from class, not a single pull. Come on, Nick. No, it's not Ottawa +1.5. I understand his thinking though, because Minnesota hasn't won by over 2 goals at all this year through the first 8 games, so I understand his reasoning. I took Wild -1 in OT, push or win if they win by 2 goals.
Chicago hadn't won a game until yesterday, and they won by 4. So, yeah, Minnesota hasn't covered a puck line yet, but they're going to eventually. They're not going to go the whole year without covering a puck line. So this is Ottawa on a back-to-back. Wild has smashed Ottawa. I don't see Ottawa coming out with we have to win this game mentality. Like, obviously they're going to try to win. They're not going to not play. They're going to try to win, but they're not. This isn't like we must win this game. Minnesota coming back home. They've had some days off to practice. This is the spot for me where they finally win by 2 or more goals.
That's fair. Tim, who wins first, Coyotes or Lions? Coyotes. Easily Coyotes. I don't think the Lions win this year. I think it's an 0-17. We shouldn't be doing this, but quick look at can't really find that. Quick look at the Detroit Lions schedule just to prove that that I do not think that they win another game this year. Remaining schedule for them: Steelers loss, Browns loss, Bears loss, Vikings loss, Broncos loss, Cardinals loss, Falcons maybe Falcons, Seahawks loss, and Packers loss. No, I don't see them winning another game this year. Maybe against the Falcons, but no, absolutely not. LL, Coyotes or Lions? Damn, that's a good one to bet. No, Coyotes is an easy one there. Lions have a chance if they played the Jags. They do not play the Jags. They do not play the Jets. They don't have a chance this year. Well, Coyotes do play multiple times a week, so Arizona, yes. They're not beating the Falcons. No, I would say if there's any game that the Lions have a chance at winning, it's the Falcons. The Falcons are the worst team that they play throughout the rest of the year. But that one's an easy one, Arizona, to win a game before Minnesota does. Or before Detroit does. Sorry, I was looking at the Minnesota as I was talking, and it kind of in my brain. We'll go ahead and move on. We get the Dallas Stars and the Winnipeg Jets in the next game. Dallas 3-4-1 this year. Winnipeg 4-2-2. Winnipeg's a -120 in this game. Total of 5.5. Anything in this game?
Jets money line -120. Dallas has not looked good this year. I'm not taking Winnipeg in regulation just because Dallas has had the trending. They have trended towards overtime. But they have not played well in their last 5 games in Winnipeg. Winnipeg's won 4 of the 5, and it went over in 4 of the 5. So they seem to be high-scoring games. I just see the Jets taking care of business at home versus Dallas. So Winnipeg money line -120 is a pretty good price for the home favorite.
I don't mind that. Hey, a Jets team that can win. Oh wait, no, the New York Jets won this weekend. Yes. But no, hey, two Jets wins in a week. That would be a lot to ask for. But hey, I don't mind that. We'll go back. Lex says Jets money line. I like it. Obviously, Terry just said that. But I don't like that line. That's fair. It's like they're begging you to take the Jets. I don't know about that. That seems like a lot. Terry.
What's up, Alan?
Under 5.5. All Dallas games have gone under. Why stop now? That's fair. Yeah, exactly. Just like betting against the Minnesota puck line. It's been undefeated this year.
Yeah, well, it's going to end today.
Well, if it's not broke, don't fix it. We'll go ahead and move on. See, gotcha. But we'll go ahead and move on. We get the Nashville Predators in Calgary taking on the Flames. Flames are close to 150 favorites in this game. Nashville 4-4 this year. Flames, good start to the year for them. 6-1-1. Total 5.5. You getting involved in this one? Are the Flames going to stay red hot?
Yes. Flames money line for me, minus 150. This is another one I'm going against previous history. Calgary, Nashville is 4-1 in their last 5 trips to Calgary, so they have been able to win Calgary. But this Calgary team is like really good this year. They're getting great goaltending. They're getting offense spread throughout the lineup. Nashville has maybe overperformed a little bit on some people's expectations. I just see this as a good spot for Calgary at home. Another favorite that I'm on, but Calgary money line minus 150 is the play.
Sorry, I was trying to fix my background because I know one of the games coming up and I wanted to fix it, but I guess Nick deleted. Damn it, Nick deleted my Buffalo Sabres background. Screw you, Nick. Yeah, Calgary's been playing really good this year, and why not try to back them? I think that 150 is just at my peak, so I don't know if I'd be 100% if I would bet it, but we'll see from there. Go back to the chat for a minute. Let's get a money bag today, fellas. Let's get it. Calgary -1 in OT at -132. You like it? Flames money line. It's been a Calgary Flames season this year. Gave Calgary out in futures show. There you go. Also, Dylan Larkin is out for Detroit tonight.
That I did not know, so I am glad. That might take Detroit +1.5 off my parlays that I am planning on doing. I may not even put it on there now.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Stay away game for me. I mean, the doggo thinks so too. Nashville historically finds success at the Saddle Dome. I expect the Flames to regress and could be a 1-goal game. I don't like the line. Fair enough. That's fair. We got 3 NHL games left. Next one up, we get the New York Rangers in Vancouver taking on the Canucks. Rangers off to a decent start this year, 6-2-1. On the other side, Vancouver 3-5-0-1 record. Rangers a -130 favorite, total of 5.5. Where are you looking in this game?
I'm going with another favorite, Rangers money line. I like this Rangers team. I expected a lot from this in the future show that I did with Nick. I mentioned New York Rangers quite a few times. I have really high expectations for them this year. They are Vancouver is 3-1-1 in their last 5 home games versus New York. But the thing is with these, obviously they do matter, these trends, history. But because they've been a couple years since they've actually faced each other, some matter less than others. New York is an improving team. Vancouver is still rebuilding. They haven't been as successful, in my opinion, as the Rangers have. But getting first overall, like they were gifted first overall, that really helped them. But Lafreniere is playing well. The Rangers' defense, offense, and especially Shesterkin is playing well. So give me Rangers here, -130. I actually have them at -135. But
Right, whatever line works. Hey, sometimes you get a bad line, but 130. That's on covers, so I mean it could be different on different books. Hey, as an Islanders fan, and I mean Sabres if I'm going with the memes, but I grew up on Long Island, so Islanders fan. I hate the Rangers. That's the one team that is my Colorado Avalanche, my Chicago Blackhawks for you, New York Rangers. Don't like them, but go back to the chat. You got the Bulls +1400 when they were down 12 points in the fourth quarter. Nice. You had them parlayed with the Wizards +7.5. Nice. Barely covered that one. Nice bet there. First period under 1.5. Full game under 5.5.
And the Rangers. Yeah. Hey, Shesterkin has played as long as he's in net. There's not a lot of confirmed goaltenders for today so far. Carter Hart is likely for Philly. Jack Campbell is likely for Toronto. Jake Allen is confirmed for Montreal, but that's pretty much all they have is Jake Allen.
And if you guys want all the confirmed goalies later, stay tuned to Game Time Decision. Nick will break down every single goalie, who's in net, and everything that's going on there. So if you guys are want to know that and all the injury report for the NBA, Game Time Decision at 6 o'clock on Picks and Parleys. Yeah, little sneak peek right in there. Sorry, had to. You set me up. I did it well.
No worries.
Vancouver moneyline, New York Rangers second game on the West Coast trip could be a flat spot.
I don't like this Vancouver team compared to New York. I think this New York team is the far superior team. So I have to disagree.
Fair enough. Hey, it's okay to disagree. One person will be right, one person will be wrong, so you're guaranteed a winner. We'll go ahead and move on. We get the New Jersey Devils taking on the Anaheim Ducks in the next game. Devils starting off the year 4-2-0-1. Anaheim 3-4-2-1 in this game. New Jersey minus 135 favorites according to covers. Total of 5.5. Where are you looking in this one?
1-800.
Oh, Juan, you want me to play that, Juan?
Stop it. Get some help.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's kind of a 1-800 gambler game. Both of these teams are not very good. Anaheim has found a way to screw up people's bets this year. Nick, and also Andrew McGinnis and other people I've seen on Twitter. Anaheim just has a way of screwing things up. So they are 4-1 in their last 5 home games versus New Jersey. New Jersey still doesn't have Jack Hughes, I believe, like another 4 weeks now. So I lean towards Anaheim, but I'm not going to get involved in this game. I'm just going to stay right away.
Sometimes the best thing to do is leave a game alone. That's fine. Nick has bets all over it. First period over and the over in general. That's fine. Just came from your Twitter live. Oh, cool. I haven't really seen many people that come from the Twitter live to here. That's cool. Welcome to the YouTube part. Jersey. That's fine. I think they're a slight favorite. So New Jersey has been playing better than Anaheim. So that's fine. But hold on. I forgot. I mistyped this, Juan. The next game. There we go. Because I had it just at Buffalo. No, it's the future Stanley Cup champions, Buffalo Sabres, taking on the San Jose Sharks. Sharks are a minus 145 favorite in this game. Total of 6. Buffalo, good start to the year. 5-2-1. Sharks 5-3. We get Buffalo playing today. We taking the Sabres for the Cup.
Yes, Buffalo money line plus 125, a half unit play, so a smaller bet. But I don't know, this Buffalo team. If you asked me before, like if you'd asked me in the future show with Nick, if you told me that I was going to bet Buffalo, how many times have I bet Buffalo now? I think this is the third time. If you told me I was going to bet Buffalo 3 times before Christmas, I would have told you no. There's 0 chance of that happening. But I don't know, this Buffalo team, the coaching seems to be working. They don't have anybody on their team. They have an AHL team. They should be getting blown out like the Coyotes, but they're not. And that is because of coaching. They are playing tough. Like they are fighting games. They are fighting to stay in games. Versus San Jose team. San Jose hasn't been the best at home the last 2 years. I'm going to go Buffalo money line plus 125. I just think that they have the ability to hang in tough with the Sharks team and get the win. So,
hey, I like it. We got the Sabres today. Let's do it. I'm just curious on what the puck line is for the Sabres. It's 190 plus 190 or minus 190. That's fine. We'll go ahead and go back to the chat. Anything on Mac football tonight? I'll give you my favorite play. We got a free pick video posted. I believe it's Eastern Michigan, EMU, +9 today. That's my favorite play for today's Maction. And yes, goal first 10 minutes for that Anaheim game. Fair enough. Over 5.5 is also. I like it. Would have taken the under at 5.5. Taken over 6. That's fair. Heat versus Mavericks tonight. The Mavericks are underdogs. Should I take them? If you look at the scroll on the bottom, eventually my stuff will come back around. Mavericks are one of my 3 plays today. I like them. I personally have money on them, so yes, I like them. If Green Bay somehow have everything locked up by week 17, which I hope they don't. I hate Green Bay. But they could sit their starters in the nope, don't even. For the NHL, I'm going Sabres. Flyers -1.5. Buffalo Sabres. Yep. Toronto Maple Leafs under 6. Detroit Red Wings on the money line. Rangers on the money line, and Wild puck line. Okay, that's fine. I like that Sabres pick in there. It looks good. Not touching the Sabres pick in the game. No. Buffalo are going to the Shark Take to get eat up. No, go Sabres. No. You like the over in the. You know what? I can say yes to any over in any MAC conference game. There's going to be points. Awesome thing. Yeah, no problem. That is actually all of the games for today. So we got through them. We did well. Good job, guys. But before we jump into a recap for today's slate, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, and our merch. We do have something coming out soon. It's in the workings. I believe it's still in beta form, but we do have a little bit of news coming up soon. Once that's official, we'll let you guys know all about something that me and Nick and the Picks and Parleys team have been working on. So stay tuned for that. Big news there. But also, speaking of Picks and Parleys, Craig did his show earlier. We're on live now. Higgs should be live in like 2 minutes. Allie at 1:30. It is the start of Last Woody Standing again today. Go over there, put your best bet in that of the day, -150 juice or less, and you have a chance to win. I believe it's going to be $200 this week because after the last contest, the one between me and Tony Cobbs won. I believe she's not able to claim more than one prize per month or something, and she's already won something. So that money got rolled over. So I believe it's going to be $200 part of this Last Woody Standing. So if you guys are interested in that, all you got to do, go to her show at 1:30 on Picks and Parleys, put in your best bet, -150. I know I'm going to be in that contest because I always try to win it. And especially after I came runner-up in one of the contests, I'm going to keep going in that one. So that's at 1:30. Game time decision at 6. All the NBA injury reports and the NHL goalie reports. Check out that at 6 o'clock. There's probably going to be a lot of free pick videos and stuff going on tonight. So definitely check out all the channels between Picks and Parleys, Earle Sports Bets, and Winning Free Picks. We'll go ahead and do a recap of today's slate. I know for me, I don't have that many plays. 3 NBA plays. The under in the Milwaukee game, Dallas +2.5 and Utah -9. For Nick, he's on Philadelphia on the puck line. Vegas on the money line +146. Vegas, Toronto, yes, goal first 10 minutes. Vegas, Toronto over in the first period. Montreal on the money line. Dallas, Winnipeg under 5.5. Ottawa +1.5. Ottawa, Minnesota, yes, goal first 10 minutes. Calgary -143. Vancouver +108. Vancouver and the Rangers first period under 1.5. The New Jersey Devils, Anaheim, yes, goal first 10 minutes, and the over in general in that game as well. And then Nick's a hater of the Buffalo Sabres. He's on the San Jose Sharks to win that game. And then I'll go ahead and let Terry go ahead and recap your plays.
Quickly before I do that, I wanted to say about someone mentioned Green Bay there, Marcos.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to jump on, I think there's obviously no locks in sports, but Green Bay it was +3 and now it's +1. I would jump on Green Bay money line. I would have I know the odds are getting worse now, but versus the Kansas City Chiefs, that defense, I see the money continue. There's going to be a ton of money on Green Bay, and that's going to scare some people off.
Mm-hmm.
But I really, really like that play. So that'll be my early football play that I'm giving out. But in today's action in MLB, I'm on Atlanta money line +110 to win the World Series. In NHL, Philadelphia in regulation -140. Winnipeg money line -120. Minnesota regulation, which will be my last Woody standing pick, -140. Minnesota -1.5, +110. Calgary money line -150. Rangers money line -135. And Buffalo money line +125.
Terry, are you changing your Red Wings Montreal pick after you heard who's out?
As I said, it wasn't an official pick for me. I was planning on having Detroit +1.5 in some personal parlays that I'm doing, but the news of Larkin does kind of scare me off. So yeah, that would be a pass game for me. Definitely not backing Montreal and Detroit without Larkin and Bertuzzi. It's tough to back them as well. So it's a stay off game for me.
Fair enough. But that should wrap it up for today's stream. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Once again, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share. We appreciate all the support. And until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets. Get some college football today. Get the World Series. You get some basketball. You get some hockey. Good luck, guys.